MaGIC Center, which stands for the Malaysian Global Innovation and Creativity Center, was set up earlier this year at the end of April 2014, basically to encourage more entrepreneurship in the country, to build the ecosystem, but not just the ecosystem in the community, the resources and the infrastructure, but also to push Malaysian entrepreneurs to think more regionally and globally as we think about how technology has changed the way businesses are. It's making companies more scalable. So we believe that if Facebook and Google can come from Silicon Valley, can come from the US, we have the talent here and the resources here, the right ingredients to basically also create global entrepreneurs who can build global products. So that is why MaGIC was created.
Excellent. So what exactly do you enable here in the MaGIC Center to create an, as you mentioned it, an ecosystem for entrepreneurship to thrive upon?
Yeah, so the overarching theme is really the community, right? So we want the community to come together to be able to have a space where they can meet each other, exchange ideas, and basically provide a support, peer support network to help each other out. And then beyond that, we have 3 core activities. Basically, we have this team at MaGIC that connects all the resources in Malaysia, because we have a lot of government support, a lot of government grants, incubators, and programs. So we are trying to be the first point that the entrepreneur comes to, so that we can redirect them or sort of help them navigate how to start a company. So that's the connectors team. And then we have the gap fillers team. So they fill in the gaps in an ecosystem where perhaps there are holes and whatnot. And this team basically focuses on education, exposure, as well as acceleration. So education comes in the form of, we just launched MaGIC Academy, which is basically a platform where we get speakers and instructors from the US, from the region, from ASEAN, to come to Malaysia and teach entrepreneurs the skills they need to scale their companies globally. So that's under MaGIC Academy. And then under the Expose program, we have a program called E at Stanford, where we send 50 entrepreneurs to Silicon Valley for 2 weeks as an immersion program to get a sense of the culture and what makes Silicon Valley such a successful innovation hub, and bring that essence back and adapt it to the local ecosystem. And finally, our accelerator program is set to launch next year. It's called MAP, the MaGIC Accelerator Program. Basically, this is where we accelerate 75 companies. We plan to accelerate 75 companies in a 3 to 4 month program, so that we can bring their businesses to the next level. So that's our second core activity, our team that's here working at MaGIC. And the third group is basically the storytellers, we call them. So Malaysia, as I mentioned, we have a lot of the right ingredients as a perfect launch pad for entrepreneurs who want to expand to the entire Southeast Asia, right? So Southeast Asia has 600 million people. It's a huge market, even more than the US that has 300 million people. Malaysia is a small country. We have almost 30 million people. So for any entrepreneur who wants to capitalize on this market, they need to tackle all these ASEAN countries. This is a place where it's a great base for entrepreneurs to expand regionally.
Cheryl, Malaysia is going to take the chairmanship of the ASEAN integration next year. In your opinion, what can Malaysia actually offer as a springboard for entrepreneurship within the region?
Yeah, we're absolutely excited that we're going to be chairing ASEAN next year. It's an exciting time for Malaysia as we start to be more liberal and open up doors. And we think that Malaysia is this hidden gem actually in Southeast Asia. There's so many good things about Malaysia that most people maybe don't realize or we don't surface enough. And those things include things like we are primarily English speaking. A lot of people here speak in English, but we're also multilingual. So we speak Bahasa Malaysia, which is close to Bahasa Indonesia. So it's easy for entrepreneurs here to then expand it into Indonesia. We speak Chinese, so we can capitalize on the Chinese market. Some people speak Tamil here, so maybe we can capitalize on the Indian market as well. But because Malaysia has a history of being multicultural, we are uniquely adept to racial integration, right, and sort of different cultures. And so to expand across borders, I think we are used to that. So I think it makes us good to sort of expand our wings across the border. Besides that, we have a relatively low cost compared to, say, for example, Singapore, right? We're three times cheaper, and there's a lot more talent in Malaysia. I think because even though we're a small country of 30 million people, there is a lot of good technical talent and design talent here. And also the two hidden gems in Malaysia in terms of talent is in the gaming industry. There's a lot of really good creative gaming talent here. And there's also a lot of manufacturing history here, so in terms of hardware manufacturing. So I think in terms of the trends that we see in IoT, connected devices and whatnot, I think Malaysia makes a good spring bed for that.